Hi, welcome to the Dragon's Concord. I'm Michael Groover, one of the owners, and today we've got something very special for you. For a little bit, we've been an affiliate with Game Theory Tables. Game Theory, if you don't know who they are, they make custom gaming furniture, specifically tables, chairs, accessories such as dice towers. You can see one of on our little pallet back here, player boards, stuff like that. Very high quality. If you've ever been to our store, located in Fairfax, Virginia, we have their Origins gaming table in our private rooms. We also sell them through our store. You can do that online or in person. But what we're showing you today is the new Arena gaming table. Now you may have seen this on YouTube. If not, check out D4 Shorts or the Dungeon Dudes. There's several other content creators that have promoted this on their pages. But we have an actual table in store that we were able to purchase before everybody else that's going to be here for you to be able to play on anytime you want. We're going to do an unboxing today for you, show you what the table looks like, go over some of its features. We're going to go over assembly, and then we'll give you some of our impressions. Right now, though, it's sitting outside on a pallet, so we're going to go ahead and bring that all in here, and we'll see you in just a moment. All right, so welcome back. We finally got everything in. Bonus content later, you might get to watch us muscle this box into the door. It was a word to the wise, have more than two people. So if you're familiar with the normal Origins gaming table, it is a fairly weighty tabletop. The Arena gaming table, definitely more than two-person lift. Unless you are extremely burly, but I don't recommend that. Be safe. Don't risk yourself or, obviously this nice expensive table. But we got everything in here. So I'm just going to go over a couple of the items that we do have on display here. Over here in the back, we've got some premium lounge chairs. Now these are going to be black. This is one of their premium chairs that you can purchase as a separate add-on to the table itself. We'll be unboxing those a little bit later. We have obviously the table here. You can read Arena Game Table with display, alpha version in dark tones. I've actually never seen this in real life. I believe this may have been a display table at Gen Con, but I can't remember what it looks like. Behind it, we have the dining toppers. So the table itself is a little bit recessed. You can put these toppers on it so that you can cover the play surface. That way you can eat your, you can use it as a dining room table, craft table, what have you. In the back right here, we've got the legs. Not going to go too much into detail on that. We're also going to be unboxing a couple of the accessories. Now, over here, we've got what they call the player wing shelf. This is a platform that mounts to the side of the table and is designed for the players to have a workspace to put their dice, character sheets, tablet, whatever, just to get it off the table, reduce some clutter. We also have the DM Command Center. Now, I believe both of these two products are fairly new, just released within the last couple of months. The DM Command Center is something I personally was looking forward to, because one of my complaints when we got the Origins tables is that it's just a square table and there's not really a good workspace for a game master to put their, their privacy screen, any of the materials they need to work with, and this solves that problem. So we'll be unboxing that. And then finally, we have a privacy shield. Now this is an add-on. Most of you, if you're experienced game masters, you're going to have your own Dungeon Master screen. You may or may not find any use in that. We wanted to bring it just to show you what it looked like. Because from the pictures we were able to see, it does look to be fairly high quality. And so we'll show that off as well. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and I'm going to open up the player wing shelf first. We'll start with the accessories, get those out of the way really quick. Then we'll move on to the main event with the table. We didn't show it, but when the truck arrives with your table, if you order it directly to your home, there is an inspection process that Game Theory wants you to go through to make sure that there's no damage. You can see a little bit of damage on the boxes here. That's superficial. That's just normal wear that happens during shipping. None of the product itself is damaged, and we verified that before we brought it in. If you do have damaged product, Game Theory has a process for you to be able to get that resolved. They can either replace the product or repair it. Just make sure you do that inspection process so that you can get that taken care of. Also, if you order one of these tables or the Origins table through the Dragon's Concord here in the store, we will do all this for you. We will receive the shipment from the big semi-truck that brings it. We will do the inspection. We will get it all unpacked, load it up for local delivery, and then we will assemble it for you at your house, much like you're going to see here in a moment. So, onto the player wing shelf. So again, I haven't seen any of this product. I believe these are both recently added. So Sean, actually, if you want to come over, let me take a look at this guy here.
I have not seen any of these products yet.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Ooh, that actually came out really nice. And that's one thing you'll notice with these Game Theory products. The quality of the product itself is very good, and they take very good care of their packaging to make sure that there's little or no chance of it being damaged in transit. You can see all this styrofoam protecting it. Oh, it's even got the,
Durable.
Durable. So you'll notice here, and this is one of the things I like, you've got your sort of a workspace here. You also have this insert. Now this is for the player to have their own privacy screen. Maybe not something you're going to do during normal gameplay, but if you're doing cards or some kind of a game where being able to hide your hand or what's going on in your workspace is important, you might find that useful. You can also see these two inserts here. These protect the drink trays. So when we unbox the table itself, you'll be able to see that the tables have drink holders at various points along the table. Those squares right there help, they'll essentially fit over those so that you'll be able to put your drinks in, keep them from spilling over the table, and have something you can do with it. So that was the player wing shelf. I think that looks pretty good. I will say, overall quality is fairly good. Maybe a little bit more care here on this workspace. It does look like the routing job was maybe a little rushed there, but that's a minor thing that's meant to be used and worked. So overall, very nice. I think the next thing, this is what I was really wanting to get to. This is, I'm a game master myself. Sean is one of our experienced game masters here at the store. So this ought to be an interesting open here. If we can open up this guy.
Gotcha.
By the way, if you didn't know, I believe you forged that yourself, right? You were a journeyman blacksmith.
Professional, educational, in-home blacksmith.
Yeah. So that's actually how Sean and I met. He was teaching my son and I blacksmithing, and then we, through the course of that, developed a relationship and found out he's also big into Pathfinder 1, D&D 3.5, and I believe Rifts. Yep, could be. So he is available if you want to come down to the store, book a session, some of the old school classics. that's your guy. All right. And now, just got the DM Command Center open. This thing, oh, this is, all right. Same quality craftsmanship you can see from the player shelf. Oh, I wonder what these do. So these are, I wonder what these do. No, doesn't say. I'm sure we'll find out when we go to the table. I do know that there are additional accessories you can put on each of these. But look at the size of this thing. Same deal as the player shelf. You've got the cup holders, you've got the workspace, you've got the inset for your DM privacy screen, whether that's your own or the one that we're going to show off here in a second. And then it looks like you've got some inserts from some additional accessories down there. Maybe we'll go take a look at that later. And finally, we'll open up. I'm going to grab my own knife here. Safety fourth. Well, and of course I tossed the cover to that, so we'll go ahead and set that out of range.
Safety somewhere in the top 10.
Safety somewhere in the top 10. Oh, this is actually, oh, okay. So here's the privacy screen, the DM privacy screen. Now this could also, as you've seen, you could use this on the player board, though I believe they have a special one just for the players. It's a little smaller. But if you look here, look at this.
Ooh, they did some routing.
Yeah, they've got some laser engraving on here.
That's laser cut, yep.
Oh, that's nice. I think this is the top. And it goes like this. That would make sense.
Just slide it in the corners. I'll grab that one.
Yeah.
That's nicely done, actually.
Oh, and it's got these little magnets. It's magnetized. Look at that. Okay, that is unexpected. So for those of you who've wrestled with, maybe initiative cards or, trying to get something that you can just stick to your board, it appears, well, maybe it is just on the back here. I know it stuck a second ago. There it is. Yeah. Nope. So you can see, again, this is a nice little engraved piece of wood here. On the back, got your little magnet. You can use it to pin your cards. I think that faces out.
That's what I would assume. But I'm also just looking at a few other things. Cool. So yeah, it's a little bit of a tight fit.
Yep.
But
yeah. And are these side panels magnetic as well? Yes, they are.
Nice.
You see, and you can kind of see where the magnet is, at least when you're looking at it. You probably can't see it from the camera, but you can tell there's a square right here at the top of the, or a little oval it looks like, that's got the magnetized strip inside of it.
Now I want to see how well, space-wise.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That actually gives you a fair bit of space without it actually getting too stuck on you.
There we go.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Looks like you definitely got enough space to put a laptop on there. Small one maybe. Definitely a tablet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe what those are cable holes, cable runs.
That does track.
So what you'll see in a moment is this table does have onboard power. It has 110 USB-C. As laptops and tablets become more common at the table, definitely something that's probably been taken into account, given all the other attention and care that's been put into this table. So I think we've got through most of the small stuff. What do you say we get into the big table? We ready for that?
I'm not going to fit in the table.
Just cut through the...
That's a good enough knife, yeah.
Yeah, so as long as we stay along this crease right here, we should be all right. Are you... That is not the handle.
Yeah, but it's also way more controlled. Remember,
Definitely editing this out. says the guy who during our blacksmith courses preached safety everything, It is now holding the knife by the blade as he's using it to cut it.
Only a little bit by the blade.
All right. I think we're just going to slice the whole top of this thing.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get a... Oh, almost. So as you can see, there's more of that styrofoam. By the way, what you didn't see, this table, and I don't know if this is going to be true of your delivery table if you order one of these, was completely encased in a fully boxed wooden protective enclosure on the pallet. It would take a significant amount of force to have damaged this in transit. They took great care to pack this. Now again, I don't know if that's because this is one of the only models that's currently out there, or if this is going to be the way it's packed for delivery for most people. But yeah, they definitely put a lot of care into making sure that you get the product in good condition. All right. And there it is.
Not expecting nice color on it. Okay,
yeah.
I'm a fan.
Look at that. I think that's, what is that, mahogany? Dark, some kind of dark. So you can get these tables, both the Origin and the Arena, in a variety of colors. Onyx black, this color, which I believe is the mahogany. Yeah, we have the Onyx Origins tables, the black ones, in our game rooms. This one here, we'd already made the decision to put this in the forest room, and I think this actual dark wood color is going to be perfect.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to work well.
That is going to be a great looking table in there. So you can kind of see from the reflective surface here, there is the display here. Now one of the things I do know about this table, they have several cooling vents. They also have drawers, so I believe these are actually drawers that we'll get to in a moment for storage, you know, personal player if you want to put your minis, your dice, whatever in there. Nice protected space for them. You can also see the removable cup holders that we mentioned. Go ahead and get, actually, I'm going to see if I can open this drawer. Maybe that'll make it easier. Yep, okay. So yeah, it's pulling out the drawer here. Oh, and it's got the felt interior.
Oh, that's fancy. All right,
Yeah.
I'm legitimately impressed at this point.
All right, and you got a little divider here. So I'm going to bring this up a little closer to the camera so you can see. So these drawers, they have the little separators, so you can make them, you know, compartmentalized if you like. Yeah, they've got the game theory tables sort of engraved in the back here. Very nice looking drawer, very nice.
And it comes out, so if you want to put something longer in there as well.
Yep, and you probably can't tell from the camera, but this is felt lining in here, very soft, very cushioned. Sort of like maybe a jewelry drawer if you've got one of those in your dresser maybe. Very nice. And they look like they're fairly solid too. Yeah.
It's all just butt jointed together, but honestly, you're not going to go with a lot of force on this, so
Yeah.
butt joints and glue is brad nails.
Yep. Well, and the important part is they fit flush to the table with no handle, and so it's very unlikely, unless somebody pulls it out and yeets it across the room, which I don't recommend doing. You know, we can't guarantee that it's going to stand up to that kind of abuse, but day to day shouldn't have any problems. All right.
I don't see a screen protector on it.
So these should have, I believe, this is fully enclosed under tempered glass.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like it, but that's what the pamphlet says.
I would like to get coating of some sort on here, screen protector of some sort on here.
One of those large, like what you put on your phones, just something like that.
You can order them. They're gonna be special ordered, but especially for a place like this where you're gonna get more wear
Activity.
and tear.
So now when I was talking to Game Theory, to their folks over there, they did say they have used metal dice on this table, on this tempered glass surface. They didn't have any issues. Now, I like metal dice myself.
Same.
I think I would get more annoyed about the clanking across the glass surface. That would be more of my concern, just the annoying sound of it. But they do say it is safe up to metal dice. Just
Please don't test it.
yeah, just be aware. Oh, you know what we were supposed to get, and I don't see. I won't worry about it. I won't worry about it. But yeah, so Game Theory does make dice towers. They make a variety of other accessories, and you can see sort of these open. This is where the legs for the table mount up, and you'll see that when we do the assembly. But Game Theory makes a variety of accessories that slot into the top of these. So normally they would have a cap, which I believe he's pulling out now, that fits here just to make it a nice clean appearance. And then when you put the toppers on, it's level with the caps that go into these corners. But you can also put a dice tower. They have a player shelf. They have a miniature storage tray. A whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, here we go. These are also magnetized on the edges. And so you just slide it down here. This is magnetized on these edges here. It really just helps flush out the shape and appearance of the table. And also protects, probably can't see it, there's some cabling for the onboard electrics down here that gets hidden in these little corner pockets as well. But yeah, that is a beautiful looking table.
I'm impressed.
Also, we didn't get them, but they have inserts. You can see these little sort of rectangular cutouts here. They have inserts that you can put in there just so that it's a little bit more protected. You don't ding it up when you put your dice or whatever in there. We didn't get those, but that is an option. All right, what else? So we're getting the legs out here. We'll go more into those later. I do want to show you. Let me grab my knife here. Hopefully you can still see back here. If not, I'll drag the chair over a little bit. The last big thing that we're going to show off are these chairs. Now, these are not necessarily part of the table. There's a variety of chairs that you can order.
You mean chairs aren't made of table?
Very funny. So these are a separate purchase item. You can buy these chairs completely separate from the table, just all on their own. They're not necessarily an accessory. They are very high quality chairs. We bought for our tables, for the Onyx tables that we have in our private rooms, we bought a set of mahogany comfortable dining room chairs, also from Game Theory, that very well complement those tables. And I never heard a complaint about them, other than the benches. Some folks aren't so hot about the benches, but they do make a bench as well that provides storage for the table toppers.
They need a little bit of maintenance. There's some screws in the bottom. They need to be tightened on semi-regular, depending on how often you use them. But any set of screwdrivers, just kind of get in there and get it tightened back up.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And also keep in mind that your normal dining room table probably doesn't see as much through traffic as our private gaming rooms. So,
and it even says on there, for regular maintenance, tighten screws. Yeah. So they're not trying to be sneaky about it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna bring this over here.
Oh my God, more chairs. Oh,
well,
good.
A few more chairs for that table. We have a full set of 6, so nobody can complain about benches.
Yes, but the fourth room chairs cannot be dispersed into the other 2 rooms and be used in the other 2 rooms, and no longer being stolen by the other rooms.
All right, so you can see it's a nice. I don't. Probably not leather. I don't know what the name of that fabric coating. It's a pretty typical coating for your nicer chairs for your dining room sets and such. Very cushioned, very comfortable. You can see here, I don't know if this is in frame, nice soft sitting surface here. Very comfortable back. So yeah, this is one example. I'm actually gonna go I'll be right back.
The bench he mentioned also includes a top that comes off that you can put the leaves in that I'm taking apart now. So for storage, rather than just leaving them sitting around, you can put them in the bench.
Yep. So here is the chairs that we have at the store. This is a mahogany dining room chair. You can see it's very, well, I guess it's not really quite the same timber of wood as that, but
similar.
You know, still a very nice looking dark wood. Very nice, comfortable chair. Very easy to sit in for a 4-hour gaming session, 6-hour gaming session. Obviously take breaks, listen to your body, but comfy. And I would drag the bench that we've been talking about out here, but it's heavy and I'm lazy. So if you're interested in the bench, it is a nice bench. I like it. I don't have any problems with it. As Sean said, it does provide storage for the table toppers. It does complement these tables very well, but it's not for everybody. Look at that. Yep, and there's the toppers. So as we mentioned before, and you can kind of see the divots here where these screws are, I believe. Grab one of these. So you can see there's a certain bit of magnetism here. That's just to help the table topper kind of settle in place and give it that nice clean look. But here it is, you know, from the perspective of what you'd be looking at with it on the table. Very clean lines, very nicely put together.
It has two different textures on it, one more smooth, one more rough, depending what kind of style you want to go for.
Yep.
And the tongue and groove. I have not had a single problem with that tongue and groove, and I've taken these tables apart multiple times.
Yep. So, only thing here, again, this is real wood. It is not heavy. However, if you know, if you're moving this around quite a bit, don't be careful about dropping it. It will hurt your foot. I'm not going to say why I know that or how many times I've proven that. But yeah. Let's see. Yep. And there it looks like on the table. Now, if you're finicky like I tend to be, you can set the corner pieces up so it matches the grain length. But yeah. You can see how the table topper sits flush with the corner pieces here. You know, this is not rubber protected, but it does provide a little bit of protection from spills, food getting down underneath there. What you might want to do is put a thin strip of some kind of plastic or something just to be able to catch those bits that fall through. That might be a recommendation for game theory itself, is just maybe find a way to rubberize this just so it's a better seal so stuff can't get through the gaps here. We've noticed that at our store. We allow food and drink on our tables at the store here. When you've got as many customers as we do, you know, cleaning up the crumbs becomes a bit of a chore. So, all right. Well, I think that's all we're going to show off for now. We'll do the assembly piece later. We're running out of time. We do have to open the store itself here shortly. Our normal hours, if you're interested, again, we're the Dragons Concord in Fairfax, Virginia. Normal hours during the weekdays, Monday through Thursday, is 5 to 10 p.m. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're open from 12 until 10 p.m. or whenever you're done playing the session. We're not too picky about that. Come check us out. We'll address and links to the store, to Game Theory tables. Remember to use our affiliate link. We get a little bit back from any purchase you make using that affiliate link. And then the Kickstarter for the Arena Gaming table. Again, we'll have more videos as we get to using this. I do know that the moment the Storyteller crew here found out that we were getting it, there was a bit of a small little fight over who got to use it first. It still hasn't...
No one came to quite to blows, only because they're still at home.
Only because they're still at home. So we may have a bit of a WrestleMania session here. But we will be showing off the actual use of the table. We have our actual play series that will take place on this at some point, I'm sure. And yeah, if you want to check it out for yourself, it'll be sitting here in the open main floor of the store for the next several days. And then we're going to move it into the forest room, and that's where it's going to sit. So I've been Michael Groover. This is Sean Crane, and thanks for watching. We'll see you later.